everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to the 400 Mini show, an exploration of the wide variety of games available for Atari 8-bit home computers. Today's game is Gruds in Space, a 1983 release from Sirius Software, initially released for Apple II and subsequently ported to Atari 8-bit. It was developed by Chuck Somerville, who would later go on to make his best known work Chip's Challenge, and Joseph Dudar, who appears to have only ever made this game. Gruds in Space is a sci-fi adventure game. It uses a text parser, but in contrast to many other adventure games at the time, it's relatively light on descriptive text. Instead, it's an early attempt at a graphic adventure, in which your surroundings and the consequences of your actions are displayed visually on screen. This was quite an unusual approach at the time, as most adventure games tended to stick with the text-only approach. The Gruds of the title were actually Sirius Software's mascot. Despite the name of the game though, they actually only play a pretty minor role in the game as a whole. Instead, the story revolves around you attempting to find some fuel for a stranded spaceship, so it can rejoin the battle against the dreaded Baranok forces. Gruds in Space wasn't terribly well known at the time of its original release, but adventure game specialists from magazines of the period were rather fond of it. Writing in issue 25 of Page 6 magazine in 1987, several years after Sirius Software had folded and the game had become quite rare, regular adventure game correspondent Gary Francis described the game as a collector's item which deserves to be a classic and an excellent game in every respect which has not suffered in the transition from the Apple. I was very fond of this game when I was a kid, but I never managed to actually finish it until recently. So let's go play Gruds in Space. Okay, here we are with Gruds in Space by Chuck Somerville and Joseph Dudar. I assume that's how you pronounce his name, and it's not like I realised that while I was saying it in the intro. It's not like, oh, it's Joseph Dudar, you know, whatever his name is. I think it's Dudar, maybe Dudar. I choose to believe it's Dudar. If you're out there, Joseph, please clarify in the comments. Anyway, Gruds in Space, 1983 by Sirius Software. This is a graphic adventure, a very early example of a graphic adventure, one that I'm very fond of, one that I have finished in relatively recent years, but it's been probably a good few months since I did that, so I don't know if I'll be able to remember how to do it. One thing I do need to remind myself of is how to switch discs, because that's quite an important thing. I think we do it by hold down that one and press that. That's it. There we go. So on the 400 Mini, you can preload several discs at once. So if you've got a multi-disc game like this, and or a game that needs you to save your game on a separate disc, you can preload them from the menu. And to switch between the discs, you hold down the home button on the joystick and press the back button on the controller. Right, press any key to begin. There is a keyboard and a screen here, so you're thrown straight into this. There's relatively little context given to you in the game manual and the packaging and so on. You are a freelance spaceship owner, and you are about to be given a mission. So, look. Screen. Please insert side 2 and press any key. So our first of many disc swaps. So disc 2. Disc 3 is my save game disc. Right. So on the screen we can see Earth. There is a keyboard and a screen here. So, this game uses a very, very simple parser. It's like 2-word commands in this, and you generally don't need to sort of specify a target for things. You can say just like use something or drop something or put something, and it will kind of figure out the rest for yourself. This is an important thing about this game. You can do stuff to things you can see on the screen, and they're not necessarily pointed out in the text. So here, for example, we can see there's a flashing green button on our console. It doesn't say that in the text or anything, but if we say press green, Try something else. Okay, forget what I said. West. The onboard computer announces you have received a transmission in communications. So communications is here. Here's the green button. This is what I was thinking of. So there is the screen and the green button. So press green. Begin transmission, codename Power Play. This is an urgent request to the pilot of the vessel USAC 9400 from USAC Command on Earth. Our battleships at the warfront near Baranok have exhausted their fuel supply. The only cargo ship capable of returning for the fuel has also run out, and is now stranded on Pluto. The fuel, heliotroponite, is only available on Saturn. Press green to continue. So press green again. We believe that your ship is the only one in the solar system that can carry the fuel from Saturn to Pluto in time to prevent the defeat of our forces. We know that since your ship is privately owned, you cannot be ordered to accept the mission. We are prepared to reward you the sum of $1 million on the completion of the mission. Press green to continue. Press green. Should you accept? The navigational coordinates to Saturn are... Let me just write these down because I always forget them otherwise. 641852. Saturn. The teleport coordinates to the mining camp are 773440. And as anyone who's ever written boobies on a calculator will know, that spells out oh hell if you write it on a calculator and turn it upside down. Okay. You may have some difficulty obtaining the fuel as the miners have become rebellious recently. Good luck. In transmission, codename Power Play. Right. So that is our mission. We have to go to Saturn and we have to get some fuel. So in order to do that, we go to navigation. Look, keyboard. Here is our keyboard. So we then type 64-18-52. The computer announces warp drive engaged. North. The onboard computer announces orbit established about Saturn. So here's our computer. Delightfully retro looking thing with flashing lights and all the things. This location is completely irrelevant to anything. It's just a cool place you can pop in and look at. So south, down, ew. Vertical tube, down. There is a window to the east. Look, window. And there we are. There's Saturn. Let's go north. You see a spray can, a screwdriver, a red module, and a blue module. I can't remember which of these we need. Definitely not the red module and blue module because they don't do anything. I don't think we need the spray can either. We might need the screwdriver. Get screwdriver. A screwdriver taken. Right. Exit to the west. There is a keyboard on the wall. Auxiliary navigation. So you can also type in your warp drive coordinates here as well. And then this is the teleport room. Type 77-34-40. Okay. And then we say go window. And now we're on Saturn. So I'm just going to save my game. Which game to save? 0. Please insert your save game disk and press any key. Please insert side 2 and press any key. Right. Now, you'll see, if we just do look, your teleport window is here. It doesn't give you a description of the location. So one of the things I find really interesting about this game is the fact that you have to figure out pretty much everything from just looking at the graphics, which is a very unusual approach for adventure games of the period. So this is sort of the time when Infocom was getting really big and sort of making a big deal of interactive fiction and so on. But this took the complete inverse approach to Infocom. So rather than having sort of beautifully written flowing text, you just had visuals. So it was like you are in the game. Right, let's go north and have a look that way. There's a cafeteria to the west. Let's pop in the cafeteria. Now, I know you have to do this. I can't remember why. But you have to break the table leg. And take the leg for some reason. And the grad behind the counter just... He doesn't mind. He doesn't care. There's no one in his cafeteria anyway. Who gives a shit? There is a bridge to the north. So you can see here there's exits to the north, south and west. And the picture is always sort of assuming you are facing north. And so this is the end of the path. There's a cave to the west. There are 2 Gruds guarding the entrance. One of the Gruds has a rope. We need that rope. So I'm going to steal it from them. Several Gruds are about to attack you for stealing the rope. So that's one of the few instances in this game where you are sort of time limited. You have to respond quickly to that, otherwise they'll kill you. They won't chase you. They'll just kill you if you hang around in that room, and indeed if you go back into that room. So let's not go back there. Let's go west. There is a dark cave to the west. There is a Grud guarding the entrance. You see a coin. So now we have the coin. Let's go back to the east. Then we'll go south. Let's go east from this bridge. There is a building to the east. Let's have a look in there. There's a Grud behind the counter. There is a sign on the wall. Read sign. O2 masks cost 1T, flashlights cost 1T, H containers cost 3T, battery packs 5T, shovels 6T, picks 7T, reds and greens 4T. That last one, reds and greens, is apparently a remnant of a puzzle that they took out of the game. Supposedly, there was a puzzle where Gruds would tell you stuff, and then you would feed them these reds and greens, which were drugs, basically. And they would tell you different things according to which ones they'd taken. But it was decided that that puzzle was too complicated for whatever reason. This is not a game that's huge on puzzles, by the way, as you'll see as we go through. But yeah, that was deemed too complicated for your average stupid computer user at the time. And so they took it out. But they left reds and greens on the sign deliberately as homage to that, basically. Which I thought was quite fun. South. So you can see the building off in the distance. It's as if we're facing north. So if you go into the screen, that's always north. You can see there's an exit to the west because there's a pathway that leads to the west. And if we go south, we're moving out of the screen towards us. There's a house and a sign here. Read sign. You see nothing special. You'll get a lot of that in this game. You'll look at stuff and it will just say you see nothing special because everything you need to know is on the screen. We can see that the sign says Lord Debo, or you can hopefully read that anyway. It's a little bit fuzzy because of the way the graphics have been ported from the Apple II. But yeah, Lord Debo lives to the east. There is a house here, and it's a Lord Debo's. So knock. The butler says, "Have you come to pay tribute to your Lord Debo?" Say yes. Okay, yes. Give coin. Now, like I say, because the parser in this is so simple, you don't need to say give coin to butler, you just say give coin. The butler asks you to come in. East. Debo looks you over and says, "Give me your tribute." Give coin. Debo says, No, I don't need that. Do you have a spaceship?" Say yes. Debo tells you to go into the living room, which is to the east. Lord Debo is here. Talk to Debo. I don't know how to talk something. So I think you can just type anything there and it'll start rattling stuff on. Debo begins talking. I can help you find the fuel you are looking for. I don't mind working with humans. How do you think I got so rich? For money, I've even dealt with the Arler. All you have to do is take this note to my, well, business partner on Venus. Give it to him when you see him. His name is Mr. Green. Navigational coordinates to Venus are 961714. Let's write that down. 961714 for Venus. And the teleport coordinates to where Mr. Green is are 821364. He will have a counterfeiting device that looks like that. Debo points to a large drum-shaped machine to his left. I want you to get it and bring it back to me. When you've returned with it, I will tell you how to get your fuel. So that you will trust me, I will tell you a very valuable secret. The key to the outer wall is in one of the unused caves in our camp. I put it there. Here is a flashlight, so you may go and get the key if you want it. By the way, the Arler is not as frightening as the other Gruds think. You might find his friendship useful. You see, a flashlight and a note. Get all. A flashlight taken, a note taken. Can we read the note? It is written in an alien language. Okay. So. We can go and get the key now, but I think it's worth our while to go to Venus first. So let's wander back to where our teleport window is, which I think is south from here. There it is. Go. Window. It's a great noise. East. And so this is why the auxiliary navigation room is quite convenient, because you can just go back and forth between this and the teleport room without having to go upstairs in your ship. So, type 961714. The computer announces warp drive engaged. Wait. I don't know how to wait something. The onboard computer announces orbit established about Venus. Unidentifiable ship detected at teleport coordinates 661215. We will need that later, but not just yet. 661215. Ship. Okay, so type 821364. Okay. And go window. Okay, I'm going to save my game again. Save it in slot 1. And then back to side 2 of the game disc. Right. I remember what to do here now. So, east. Marshlands. There is deep foliage to the north. So we can go north, east, or west. East. You're in a stinking swamp. Exit down. You are under the swamp. You see a gun. Now you will notice at the top of the screen it says exits none, because we have sunk into the swamp and we can't get out. We can get the gun. The gun taken. You can't go that way. You suffocate in the muck. Chuck, Somerville and Joseph, Dudar, thank you for playing Gruds in Space. Press any key to restart game. Fortunately, I saved, because I knew that might happen. Load game, number 1. Insert the save game disc. Insert side 2. And here we go. Right. So what we do instead is we can see there's a big tree there. So we tie rope to tree. To what? Okay. I was under the impression you didn't have to give a target to stuff in this, but apparently in this situation you do. Tie rope to tree. Right, there is a rope tied to a tree. So we have now tied the rope into the tree so we can safely go into the swamp. And down. You can take the gun. And we can go up because there's a rope to climb. And we can use the rope to get out of the swamp as well. Now we need that rope again at some point, so let's pick it back up. Where do we go from here? There's a thickly bubbling river to the north. I don't think we go this way yet. I think we go north through the deep foliage. You are on a hidden path. On a jungle path, and it bends round towards the north. There's a nasty looking Venusian here. Shoot him! You have stunned the Venusian. So let's quickly proceed past him. Now, if I remember correctly, we need to drop the gun here. Because here's Mr. Green. You see a moneymaker. You'll see that Mr. Green is pointing a gun at us. If you show up with the gun, he will shoot you. Mr. Green reads the note and says, "Go ahead, take it." You see a moneymaker. So yeah, if you show up holding the gun, he will just shoot you. And you don't want that. So don't do that. I think we need to... Can we just go south? No, the Venusian kills you. Okay, we need to shoot him again. Alright, let's just do all that again then. Alright, east. Tie rope to tree. Oops. East. You're in a stinking swamp. Down. Get the gun. Up. West. Untie rope. Get rope. Alright, then north. East along the hidden path. North on the jungle path. Shoot the Venusian. Drop the gun. Go and see Mr. Green. Give the note. Go ahead, take it. Get moneymaker. And shake that moneymaker. Get the gun. South. Shoot Venusian. Beep, 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 beep. Now you've got to be careful because the gun only has a limited number of charges. So if you go back and forth shooting the Venusian too many times, you will run out of gun power, which is bad because there's several more things you need it for. Right, west, go, window. Right, and back to Saturn with us. So type 641. Oops. 641852. The computer announces warp drive engaged. Type 773440. The onboard computer announces orbit established about Saturn. Go window. Right. So let's go see Debo again then and tell him that we've done his business. North, east, south, east. So one thing I really like about the visual approach this game takes is that you kind of don't need to make a map because you can do everything by sight and you can recognize landmarks, which is something that you really can't do in a lot of other games like this from the period. Knock. So like, I've never really felt the need to make a map of this game, except for one sequence we will get to a little bit later, which is also the one real puzzle in this game, as it were. Lord Debo is here. Give money, maker. Debo tells you some disappointing news. Mr. Green told me that you snooped around the planet while you were there. He said you took one of his guns. I'm sorry, but behavior like that just doesn't make me want to share secrets with you. I will reward you for bringing me the counterfeiter, though. Debo starts the machine. It shakes, makes a few quick grinding noises, and produces a rock. Debo tells you to take the rock and leave. Get rock. A rock taken. Now, one thing you have to bear in mind is that that rock came from a moneymaker, which means that it is considered currency. So you'll need to remember that. For now, though, we are going to visit the caves. I think we want to go this way to the west, then the north, then the west. We can't go in there because the Gruds guarding the entrance, so forget him. Let's go south, south again, south again. We go west from here. There's a Grud here. He says, you better not go in that cave. There's a monster in there. There's a sign here. Danger! The dark entrance of a cave is off to the west. Right, we're now in the cave, and we can see because we've got the torch, we've got the flashlight. If we didn't have that, then we would be in pitch black, and I think you just die because you trip over and bang your head or something, because that's how old adventure games work. So south, west. There is a large pit just beyond this stalagmite. We go up from here. Okay. North. West. There's a hole on the wall with a green square around it. Right, we'll need that a little bit later. South. East. North. There's a large bat here. It looks hungry. Shoot, bat! You have killed the bat. There's a dead bat here. Look. Bat. You see nothing special. We can go up. From where it was. There is a locked chest here. You don't have the key. Okay. We'll need to remember where that is then. And come back later. So, what's up from here? North, east. Okay, just another cave entrance. So this is another way out of those caves. Down, west, and down again, and west. Right. It's specifically pointing out there's a large stalagmite in a pit here. So you should hopefully surmise that you need to tie rope to stalagmite. There's a rope tied to the stalagmite. The rope dangles into the pit. Because again, if you go down that pit without the rope being there, you cannot get back up again. North. East. South. Down, I guess. North. West. You see a key. Get key. What could that be for, I wonder? West. No. Dead end. Up. So that bit, fine. Easy to climb out of. It's just that one big pit you need the rope for. South. There it is. Can't remember if we need the rope for anything else, but I'll take it back just in case. You can't carry anymore. Okay, what am I carrying? You're carrying a rock, a gun, a table leg, a screwdriver, a key, and a flashlight. Alright, let's leave the rope there for now then. Where was the bat? Not here, I don't think. No, he was up, wasn't he? And then east and north, I believe. There's a dead bat here. There it is. Open chest. The chest is open. Look, chest. You see a key. Get key. You can't carry anymore. Key taken, a rock dropped. You see a rock. Right, we're now carrying 2 keys, which is a bit awkward. Drop key. Get rock. Just drop the other key somewhere else. Just so we hopefully know which one's which. Get key. I hope it's this one. Because if it's not, we're going to have to come back here. Alright, how do we get out of here? Now this key was for the gate to the outside of the mining encampment. So let's go south and east and east. See our teleport window off in the north there. North. Then I think we go east, north, west, north over the bridge. No, because this is back to where the Gruds we stole the rope from is. Which way is it? South. South. Is it past Debo's? Yes, we can go north from here. Wandering path. There is a house here. This is the one. Barracks. We don't need to do anything here. These are all just locations that you just to give a sense of place to the whole thing, which I think is quite nice. Here's the gate. The gate is securely locked. Open gate. Right, that was the right key. So let's drop that key now because I don't think we need that anymore. What do we do now? I'm going to save my game. Just in case. Just in case. Right, let's go through the gate. We're now outside the wall of the main mining encampment. On a long path. Let's continue north. At a T intersection. Let's have a look to the west. There is an old temple to the north. Mounted to a pedestal is a replica of a black orb that the Arler observes during meditation. The Arler has awaited the delivery of the real black orb for centuries. You get a strange feeling that someone is watching you. You see a green orb. Get orb. You must also give me the colour. Get green. A green orb taken. Mounted to a pedestal, yes, that's the same. So that's giving us a clue of something we might need to do. We need to find the black orb for the Arler. East, east, south, east. There's a hill to the north. There's a little creature on the hill throwing rocks at you. It is the Arler. Shoot him! The Arler runs away, frightened. There's a cave to the east. You bounce off a black force field. Okay, so we can't go east. We can continue going north, though. End of the path. Right, nothing there at the moment. Okay, so nothing we need to do here just yet. So heading back to the south, back through the gate. Back. Now we need to buy something from the supply shop, if I remember correctly, which is what we need the rock for. So east, read sign. Right, we need to get a mask, and we need to get a container. So buy mask. Here is your change. Get coin. Get mask. You can't carry anymore. I think we can sell. No, because there is something we need to do in the cave still. We need to put the green orb somewhere. So we can't sell the flashlight just yet. What am I carrying? Coin, a gun, a table leg, a screwdriver, a green orb, a flashlight. Drop. Screwdriver. Get mask. Right, in fact, let's go and do that thing we need to do in the cave with the orb. But first, let's go offload some of this inventory stuff. Let's go dump it on the ship. Because there is a convenient storage room. Right, what are we carrying? You're carrying a coin, a gun, a table leg, a green orb, a mask, and a flashlight. Drop the table leg for the minute. I'm also going to drop the mask for the moment because I don't think we need it just yet. And back through the window. Right, so south, west, west, north, west, south, down, west, north, west. There it is. There's my sense of direction. How about that? Right, put green. A green orb dropped. A blue orb falls from somewhere above your head. You see a blue orb and a green orb. So we now have a blue orb and a green orb. How about that? Exit south and west. Right, I think we are now actually done in here. So I think we can sell the torch now. So, where are we going? North, north again. Off to the east, then to the north. Into the east. Sell flashlight. I don't know how to sell something. Drop flashlight. A flashlight dropped. I'm sure you had to sell that for some reason. We definitely need a container though. Buy container. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Get container. Get flashlight. So I think we spent the coin on that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the H container is for the heliotroponites, the fuel that we need. So we don't need to go and get that just yet. I do know where to go and get that, but we won't do that just yet. I believe what we need to do now is we need to go to that alien ship that's in orbit around Venus. So what am I carrying? Drop container. Drop flashlight. You're carrying a gun, a blue orb, and a green orb. Right. So, off to Venus we go. 961714. And then the teleport coordinates for the weird ship were 661215. Go. Window. Actually, don't think we need the gun for this bit, so go window. Is inside side one, press any key. Right, disk swap. Let's save the game here, because you can mess this up and get yourself stuck quite easily in this bit. So save game disk. Then back to side one. Right. I think I am going to make a map here. Just because it is easy to balls this up massively. So off to the west. There's a hole in the wall with a purple square around it. So the way this alien ship works is that this is full of holes in the wall that you need to put orbs into to open the doors. And from what I recall, it's quite easy to lock yourself in these rooms inadvertently, so you need to make sure you go in the right order. So this room here has one to the north, and it's purple to go that way, which we don't have yet, so we can't go in there. So let's go north. There's a hole in the wall with a blue and white square around it. Right, let's make a note of that. Blue and white. Right, so nothing we can do in that direction just yet. Let's go east. There's a hole in the wall with a green square around it. Now we have the green orb, but before we go in there, let's just have a look to the north. Oops. And there is also one that requires a green here as well. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Put green. Get green. You must remember to pick up the orb before you go in the room. Otherwise, you may well lock yourself in if you need the same colour to get out. West. There's a hole in the wall and a green square around it. You see an orange orb. Get orange. Put green. Get green. You see the door closes after you go through it. Right. So now we can put green. And get green. And go east. So you see, to get back out of here, we need the purple orb. So at the moment, we can't go back the way we came. So green to go that way. Purple to go that way. East. There's a hole in the wall with an orange square around it. So we do have the orange orb. But let's have a look to the north first. There's a hole in the wall with a brown square around it. So we can't do that just yet. let's have a look to the south. There's a hole on the wall with a white square around it. Okay, so the only thing we can do is the orange one. Put orange. Get orange. Oops. East. There's a hole in the wall with a blue square around it. You see a purple orb. So we need blue to go back the other way, which we thankfully have already. Get purple. Put blue. Get blue. Excuse me. Right. So we need to go back the way we came. Put purple. Get purple. Off to the west. Where is the other purple door? West again. And again. Put purple. Get purple. There's a white orb. See how this works? Put orange. Get orange. So now we go all the way back to the east again. Put green. Get green. East and then south. Put white. Get white. West. You see a yellow orb. Get yellow. A yellow orb taken. Off to the west, there is a hole in the wall with a brown square around it. We do not have a brown orb. Have we seen a yellow square anywhere? I don't think we have we? There's a hole in the wall with an orange square around it. So we've been through there. What am I carrying? You're carrying a white orb, a blue orb, a green... Oh, I do have a yellow orb. Don't remember picking it up. Never mind. Put white. Oh. Get white. Oh, no. I was getting muddled up. We don't have a brown one. I have got a yellow one, because that's the one we just picked up. But I don't remember seeing a yellow door anywhere. That's orange. That's brown, which you can't do. We've been in there, but let's just check in there again. So put orange. Oops. Get orange. There's a hole in the wall with a blue square around it. So put blue. Get blue. No, nothing else there. Okay. Put purple. There must be an exit we've missed somewhere. West. North. No, not that way. East and west. Can go north and east from here. There's a hole in the wall with a blue and white square around it. Put white. No. Put blue. No. So I can't do anything there. Get purple. Oh. If you look at the top right, there is an exit to the south in this room, which we didn't go through before. And that needs a white orb. Put white. Get white. There's a hole in the wall with a black square around it. You see a brown orb. Get brown. You can't carry anymore. Oh no. Okay, so what can we safely drop? I'm pretty sure we can safely drop the white one now. Drop white. Actually, I'm going to save my game here. And number 5. Get brown. Put yellow. Get yellow. Right, so that puts us back on the other side of this. Put purple. Get purple. Right, I think we're nearly done. I think we are nearly done. Put brown. Put down the brown. Get brown. East. There it is. There's the black one. Oh, bollocks. It needs the white. It needs the white orb. Load game. Number 5. The one. It had to be the one I chose to put down, didn't it? It just had to be that one. Here's inside side one and press any key. Okay. Right. Get white. Drop green. Get brown. Put yellow. I don't think we need yellow anywhere else, actually. So let's get green. Just in case. I'm going to leave the yellow there. Put purple. Purple background. See, I can scale that because I'm not Scottish. North. Get down with the brown. Get black. You can't carry anymore. Okay. Drop green. No. Put white. Damn it. I typed too fast for the input routine in this game. Get black. West. South. West. Put purple. West. West. And we're done. I think we're done. I hope we're done. I'm pretty sure we're done. Side 2. There we are. Right. East. East. North. Drop all. Get black. Black. Black as the night. Black as the... whatever. Inventory. You are carrying a black orb. What else is here? Get container. Get mask. I can't remember what the fable leg's for, but I'll take it anyway. Because I'm pretty sure we need it for something. But I can't remember what. Get gun. Right, and let's head back to Saturn. And I believe return the black orb to its rightful owner. So type 641852. And then type 773440. Go window. Right, where do we go from here? I think we're going to see the Arler now. So off to the north, north, west, north along the wandering path, through the gate to the north, along the outside wall, continue along the long path to the north, into the old temple, put black. No? Get black. Put black. Get black. So we need to give this back to the Arler somehow. And he is in that cave that is guarded by the force field, if I remember correctly. You bounce off a black force field. Look, cave. You see nothing special. Put black. Ah, there we go. The Arler is here. He looks very excited and asks you to come in. I think the force field is gone. I'd love the Arler. He's so cool. So east, into the cave. The Arler drops the orb into a hole and something appears on the screen. The Arler is here. Look. Screen. Since the attack on our planet by the race from Baranok so many centuries ago, we have been searching for another home. You were immune to the effects of their bombs and were left behind so that there would be more room aboard the ships for those who were not. We have not forgotten you. This drone ship was sent to find you. The coordinates of our new home are in this orb. Destroy Saturn when you have left so the Baranox will never find the fuel in its caves. Okay, so the Arler is a member of an alien race who was destroyed by the Baranok from the sound of things. So he's the last of his kind. The Arler is here. And what do we do now? Talk. No, he didn't understand what they had to do that. Look, Arler. You see nothing special. Nothing at all. The coordinates of our new home are in this orb. Destroy Saturn when you've left so the Baranox will never find the fuel in its caves. I think we need to get a bomb from somewhere. As you leave, the Arler says, "Thank you for bringing me the orb. I will tell you where a secret heliotroponite lode is for your war against the Baranox. It is where it is under a large rock on the north side of the cave. So long." There is a cave to the east. Right. Lift. Rock. There's a hole where the rock was. Look. Hole. Heliotroponite. Get heliotroponite. The container is full. The Arler is gone. You see a note. Read note. Get note. Read note. It is written in an alien language. Okay. So we need an alien to read that. So it's either Debo or Mr. Green. And I think Debo's still mad at us. But let's try him first since we're here. South, south, south. Knock! There is a butler here. Lord Debo is here. Give note. Debo says, that crazy animal is going to blow the planet. He thinks he will be preventing the Barons from ever finding the heliotroponite. You've got to take this note to Mr. Green. He has worked closely with that Arler before. He will know what to do to stop him. Take this card. It is the key to Mr. Green's shelter. It is underneath the only tree on the planet that looks like an earth tree. Go directly to him. Hurry. Get card. Alright. Back to the ship then. Go! Window! Right, back to Venus. Type 961714. Type H21364. Go window. I'm just going to save again because you can mess this next bit up if I remember rightly. Save game. Number 6. Right, up to the east. And then the north. And the east. And the north. The bridge has been wiped out. I think you shoot a tree down to sort that out. There we go. There's a tree across the river. I think that's the last time you need the gun, hopefully. Right. Here is the tree that looks like an earth tree. Put card in tree. Oh, hang on, before we do that. I'm carrying the mask. Good. Because I remember we needed this. Put card in tree. No. Look. Tree. Put card in slot. A card dropped. No. Look. Tree. Use card. Look, tree, insert card. You retrieve your card and the ground begins to lower. The river has flooded the room and Mr. Green looks drowned. There's a blue button on the wall. Save Mr. Green with mask. I think he's still alive. The water is slowly rising. I think you should hurry. Mr. Green looks at the Arler's note and says, I don't think I'm going to be able to help you. Go to Titan. Navigational coordinates. Hold on, let me write this down. Titan 701024. Teleport coordinates 149396. Mr. Green sloshes back into the water and dies. Oh, poor old Mr. Green. Press blue. The floor begins to move up. Okay. Sorry, dude. But was that natural? Or did someone kill him? I don't think they thought it through that much. He's just dead now. But even so, kind of noteworthy to see a major character in a game killed off so unceremoniously like that. Right, off to Titan. Type 701024. Type 149396. Go window. Titan looks awfully like Saturn. There's a volcano to the north. You see a remote control box. Get remote. Get box. I'm not going to need the card anymore, am I? Or the note. No, sorry. Drop note. Get box. West and north. There's a building here. You see a bomb. Well, that sounds like something I might need. This is the Arler's workshop, notice. So he's been around a bit. There's a keyboard on the console and a teleport window here. Okay. What do we do now? I can't remember. You go back to Saturn. Type 641852. Type 773404. Oops. Whoops. Not sure what I did wrong there. Must have entered the wrong coordinates. Right. Let's go save Mr. Green again. Thankfully you don't have to go back too far. Shoot tree. Look tree. Insert card. Save Mr. Green with mask. Right, go to Titan 701024. Teleport coordinates 149396. Press blue. Drop card. What else don't we need? Don't think we need the mask anymore either. Drop note. Go window. Right, type 641852. Type 773440. Go window. No, I must have just mistyped it last time then, I guess. Okay, let's go consult with Debo again. immersive bomb? You don't have it. Didn't go to bloody Titan, did I? Right, let's try this again. Type 701024. And 149396. Go window. Right. Get box. North. West. Get bomb. Does that green flashing light mean there's a message? Oops. Press green. It does. Begin transmission codename Powerplay. We have learned that you have successfully obtained a heliotropinite consignment. Congratulations, you must now deliver the fuel to the cargo ship on Pluto. Navigational coordinates to Pluto are 189832. Teleport coordinates to the ship are 347621. Pluto. Right, I think this might be what we need to do next. So 189832 and 347621. Okay, glad I remember that, because notice that it didn't tell you that anywhere in the text. Didn't point out that the green light was flashing, that it meant something. You just had to figure it out for yourself from the things you were looking at. So just another example of this game sort of trying to take the immersive approach. And you're flashing again. Is there more? Press green. No new messages. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe the green light just flashes, I guess. Right. So type 189832. Just going to save my game because I think there's a dangerous thing coming up. Save game number 7. And west. Baronox ship detected at teleport coordinates 362435. That's what I was thinking of. 362435. And you probably have figured out what we need to do with this. So type 362435. Go window. Please insert side 1. You know, it's getting serious when you have to put side 1 back in. Alright, you are in a cargo hold. Your teleport window is here. Drop bomb. Go window. Back to side 2. If you hang around there too long, you get captured by the Baronox and they eat you. Which is nice. Use box. Press box. Detonate bomb. I don't know how to detonate something. What do you do with the box then? Press box. Look box. It has a red button. Press red. The Baronok ship blows up. Hooray. Right. So now I think we can type 347621. Go window. Back to side 1 again. Your teleport window is here. East. The cargo ship is here. We can go west or up. Up. There's a door and a lever here. Pull lever. The door is open. The captain of the cargo ship is here. And doesn't he look like a jolly chap as well? I love that he's wearing a flat cap. Like some northern miner. He's like, hey up lad, you got me heliotroponite. Give heliotroponite. The captain says, thank you very much. You may now go back to Earth and collect your reward. West. Go window. I don't know what the coordinates for Earth are. Hopefully they tell you. You've received a transmission in communications. And so it does tell you. Maybe I just missed that for the other message. Press green. Begin transmission codename Powerplay. The commander of cargo ship USAC 11783 has informed us that he has received the heliotropomite in time to resupply our battleships. You've done well. Return to Earth USAC to collect your reward. Navigational coordinates are 534275. Teleport coordinates are 664344. End transmission codename Powerplay. Alright, let's do it. And I think we're done. So type 534275 and type 664344. Go window. You're in the commander's office. Your teleport window is here, and something's wrong with the graphics. I don't know what's happened here. Look, commander. The commander shakes your hand vigorously with a great sigh of relief. He gives you a check for $1 million and thanks you for a job well done. So nice little tune to accompany our victory. There's supposed to be a visual there. I don't know why it's not there. Maybe it's just a duff disk image that I'm working from. This is the one from Fandal's website I'm using. Chuck Somerville and Joseph Dudar, thank you for playing Gruds in Space. Press any key to restart the game. And there you go. That is Gruds in Space. An adventure game I'm rather fond of, but which isn't terribly difficult. As you can see, the most complicated part of that game is going through the alien ship and figuring out how to get from place to place without locking yourself in places. I made a map when first working that out, but you don't even really need to do that. As long as you make sure you go through the doors in the right order and remember to pick the orbs up, which is something you would discover by accident. Yeah. This game is actually relatively gentle on the player in terms of killing you off as well. There's only a few opportunities to die or get yourself in an unwinnable situation in this, which is certainly a far cry from some other adventure games that were around at the period. So yeah, this is altogether a fairly beginner-friendly adventure. You have to be in the right mindset for it. You have to understand that looking at the screen is as important as reading the text. In fact, looking at the screen is probably more important than reading the text in this game, because this is properly a graphic adventure rather than a text adventure. And I think that's one of the things that makes it really interesting. And one of the reasons it's always stuck in my memory is because I played this when I was a kid, when I was old enough to read and be able to type in commands and understand how this kind of game worked. And I could tell back then that it was something very different from all the other stuff that was around at the time. It was very immersive. It was really trying to put you in the position of the main character of the story, of exploring, walking around, seeing things through their eyes, and basically inhabiting the role of that protagonist, which is something that I hadn't really seen in games up until that point. And that's one of the reasons why I still find this game fascinating, memorable, and enjoyable today. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that complete playthrough of that. I'm glad I remembered everything about it. I didn't need to refer to a walkthrough once for that, which is nice. But yeah, like I say, I only finished this for the first time relatively recently. I never finished it when I was a kid. Yeah, as you can see, hopefully not too bad if you're the slightest bit familiar with adventure game conventions and how the game in general works. Anyway, let's leave that there for today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.